So I have to tell you, I was researching you on Wikipedia, and you are such an admirable person. Is it hard to play a character that is so far from who you really are? 'Cause
It's acting, I guess, you know? Avery is a fun character for me to play, to be honest. I mean, for me, I really think he has a good soul. I think he has a good heart. I just think that he's battling a lot of insecurity. And so a lot of times when people make not so good choices, it's really coming from a lot of fear and insecurity. And I don't think he's a bad person. I just think he's a little lost at the moment, so.
when will we find, or when will we see the good side of Avery then, do you think?
Exactly. I don't know. I think it's coming. I think he's kind of hitting a rock bottom right now, you know, with some of the choices that he's made. You know, he lost the woman that he loved, and he was just pursuing his ambition and his career, and you know, in some sense, selling his soul for that. And it'll be, I think, pretty fascinating to see somebody like Avery come to that realization. And then he could go one of two ways. He could just say, screw it, I'm going farther, you know, or have a sort of restart. So I'm curious to see how it plays out.
Well, we've seen Avery sort of struggling with not doing the music that he really wants to do. So will that change anytime soon, do you think?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think Avery is getting to the point now where, you know, just trying to be successful for the sake of being successful, it's not going to sit well with him for very long. And, you know, so hopefully he'll be able to realize that at some point and go back to making music and what it's really about. And those are hard choices because, you know, when somebody's been struggling to make it and they have this huge opportunity, but then it's not who they really are, those are very real life choices people have to make, and it's, you know, it's interesting.
Well, we gotta talk about you and Scarlett.
Okay.
Is there a possibility that you will ever win her back, do you think?
I think so. I think so. I mean, I don't know for sure, but my guess is that throughout this process of Avery, you know, reevaluating his life, I'm sure he's feeling the loss of Scarlett. You know, I mean, he really loved her, and they were together for a long time, and he, you know, he chose his career over her, and I think it just depends on if he can really have that Jerry Maguire moment of.
Yeah. Well, we saw Avery sort of try and hit on Juliette Barnes. Will that ever come to fruition, or will that ever be a thing?
I don't know. I mean, you know, it's interesting. They've had Avery and Juliette, you know, run into each other a few times now.
I think it'd be good.
Well, it could be. I mean, they're both very fiery characters, so there could be some interesting stuff there. I mean, I think that Avery was hitting on her more from the place of his career ambition, you know.
Right,
than
I want to be linked to her.
Exactly, yeah. You know, and but I think all the amazing thing that Callie has done is she's created so many layers and levels for each character, so that as the show continues, we're going to be able to, you know, play with so many different things, so many different aspects, and that's when you know you have a really great opportunity and a great show on your hands, when you've already had so much drama and depth, and yet it's just beginning.
Well, you actually have a musical background, so how has being on this show sort of helped that?
It's, you know, for me, being on the show has been incredible from a music standpoint. I've been writing songs since I was 11 years old, and, you know, making music with my band E Nation, and I've been wondering how I can do the acting thing and the music thing and kind of make it work, and lo and behold, out of the sky, the show Nashville fell.
Yeah.
And this is a true story. This is amazing. About 4 years ago, I was sitting down writing a list of producers that I wanted to work with, and T-Bone Burnett was the first person on that list.
No way!
Yeah, and I thought, well, this is never going to happen. I mean, how? I just thought it's just fun to dream out loud and sit there, and, you know, and a few years later, I'm in the studio, I'm working with T-Bone Burnett, and he's been absolutely phenomenal. So that was, you know, really a dream come true for me, and I'm just amazed.
You're blessed.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations with everything.